So we're finally going to wipe off all the Sahara dust from our car. Because like on the holidays, usually the washing stations are closed, and on Monday or yesterday was a holiday, which in quarantine was not really doing much, and today is the only free day on the Easter weekend, Saturday, and then we will be closed down. Like no German holiday on Saturdays, everything is closed. Like only a handful of stores like gas stations and such can be opened on Saturdays and Sundays and holidays. And yeah, Easter Monday is a national holiday. So also state has Easter vacation, and me and my wife have vacation, but she's working now. So of course there have been problems. And the kids are quite noisy and complaining. And we are en route to getting a brother for our cat. So that's something we go figure out tomorrow. And I wanted to grow a beard, but it's so hard to cut it if I haven't it in full or that way. So I'm staying with the mustache for the time. Still, I feel safe enough to not wear a mask in stores and such. So, oil hoarding is a thing now, instead of toilet paper, which is readily available. But given that all the expensive olive oil is still available, I really don't think this is really a resource crisis, just the usual hoarding crisis, same as we observed with the toilet paper. And settings we have like still like a little bit over a liter of olive oil in our house, but no other oil. Yeah, but yeah, like the thing is, you get like margarine, which is like 80% sunflower seed oil. You still get readily and cheap, so you can just use that instead. So it's another trip down to the paper mill, and then we are getting our brother from another mother for our cat. And let's see how that works out. So we have like the room below, which we want to prepare for him, and then yeah, I've been watching like Jackson Galaxy Cat Daddy for a while now, or for a couple of months or weeks, I'm not sure, but maybe one of the points why we want a second cat. And like basic for introduction is to put them in separate rooms and then move closer and closer together till uniting them, and that's what we are doing. But for that I have to ensure my wife's happiness and take another trip to the paper mill and get rid of all that paper there, because that's have been doing this so often. Probably the cars will just drive there. Actually wanted to do it on the way to get the new cat, but apparently the whole family is going. Yeah, sure, was not quite sure. So, got rid of the paper and go back home. Here's the paper mill thing. My sense of smell is totally gone, which is quite nice, because here the paper mill is usually not having too good a smell. I think they're using like they're using some kind of waste to produce energy. Things like from the water treatment plants and stuff, but I'm not 100% sure. Things like something like that, like the leftover stuff the water treatment plant has like, I'm not sure about the real name, but yeah, like usually they have like big containers where they like dry that stuff out, and I guess afterwards it's probably burnable, like camel feces and stuff like that. Yeah, so I could imagine that contributes to the terrible smell there. But yeah, so my sense of smell is really, I'm not sure if it's totally gone. Like from the inside it seems to be functioning, but like from the outside, so like I tested it with like a deodorant, and when I was like smelling to the nose was not possible, but when I inhaled a little bit through the mouth, then I could I did like have a little bit of sensation, but like yeah, it's like really strange. Feels like everything is like after a dentist visit. Feels all a little bit numb, but my sense of smell is not the best anyway, so but I didn't even notice it till maybe it's already gone for a couple of days and I haven't noticed it, but yeah. Like I said, there was something smelling really terrible, and my wife was complaining why I didn't do anything, and I didn't smell anything, and yeah. But I guess it's just since yesterday evening. But yeah, Corona infection. So now heading back home to the final, or room is probably as prepared as it can be at this point for the new cat, and then we go and see if he likes us, if we can fetch him. It's like an hour's drive here. Thuringia, where the cat is living, so let's see if he likes us, if we like him, if we can become friends, and if we can successfully introduce those two cats with each other. I'm sure if you can see the chicken coop here, that's a huge thing in our region now. Like a company which is building those trailers with chicken feeding and egg collecting facility all in one. And I don't see them moving too often with those trailers, so I'm not quite sure if it's more like easier to establish the pen there, just what the real benefit is there. But I guess it's like if you want to move for vacation, it's not much easier, and I think there's certainly some benefits to fixed structure, just being able to move it around. I remember like when I was working, when I was in my childhood, we went to farm, and I worked a little bit in agriculture there, so to say. So like it's either kid occupation or child labor, wherever you want to see it. But I enjoyed that quite a lot, and I was really, I think becoming a farmer would have probably been the best thing I could have done with my life. But yeah, my name already, George is already Greek for farmer, so yeah. No, it's really something I find supremely satisfying to do that work. Just never. It's like the thing is like in Germany especially, we have really a huge problem that there are no young farmers around. And but the thing is with that you don't actually it's very difficult to hire any farm hands. Like some people from Eastern Europe come to Germany for that, but like only for certain fruits and stuff where much manual labor is required. But I think the hugest thing is that like having a farm of your own, the initial investment is quite significant. Like if you need like a tractor or any kind of machine that's not really cheap, or buildings, animals. If you want to like getting into that as an independent person, you really need to invest quite a lot of money or take a significant loan, and I think that's a huge hindrance. Like working like as a farmhand, so to say. I think one of the people who was on that farm where this child did that in eastern Germany, where they have much bigger farms. Like here in our region, with all the mountains and stuff, farms are relatively small. Like the amount you can do with one person, but it's like it's probably two, or it's they're quite small. Yeah, like it's not the best terrain for farming, and probably, or I think most of them are more or less well set off related to like economic helps from the European Union and such, but it's not we're really getting rich, I guess. Right? I really like that bridge here. It's like part of the defunct rail line. This area, one of the defunct rail lines. It's like yeah. It's like in Germany in the late 80s. It's like there was actually just before reunification in the mid to late 80s. Germany was economically doing relatively poorly, and like the reunification did give a huge push in the early 90s for the first 91, 92, and then there was a huge crash, especially because like all the eastern industry and companies collapsed more or less, and the 90s have been really quite rough in Germany, I would say. It was like where I had my teens and became an adult in 2000. So yeah, that's like I would say it was a rough time in Germany. It's like when people complain about crime and stuff today, it's always a little bit laughable. I guess it's very similar, I think, in the big parts of the US, where we're like the 90s were really rough time, and yeah, same sort of the Eastern Bloc, so the collapse of the Soviet Union and such. So I guess in that sense we are much more stable times till, well, we were much more stable times till that whole Ukraine thing started. Yeah, that's still ongoing. Yeah, more or less going nowhere at the moment. I think like 2 days ago they sank the Moskva, like the flagship of the Russian Black Sea Fleet. And it's like the Russians are claiming it was just an accident. Because actually it does not matter even if it would have been an accident. Losing your flagship is really, yeah, either you got beaten by your enemy, or you're showing really terrible amount of incompetence. So yeah, it's really not good either way, I would say, for the Russian side. But that's like at the moment we're all expecting our expectation is that there will be a huge push in the east by Russia, and nobody really. I think like Russia claims that Mariupol is already fallen, I guess, but it seems to be not the case yet. And the whole thing is like there's another one of those chicken coops on the left side. Like if the trailer and the chicks can be wheeled out, and you can folding. And what I was saying, like cleaning up the chicken coops, that was quite intensive labor. And I could imagine if they have like if you can drive it somewhere and just fold down the floor, that could be really easy with that thing. But we have like in the farm we're working, we did that removed all the dirt from the soil there, and it was like cement packed together. So that was really terrible heavy work. I could imagine that works much easier with such a system if it's well thought through. Which science said building a factory or a small factory in our city to build this, or one of the, I think, I'm not quite sure if it's the main company doing those or one of the companies, but they recently started building a factory building in our town for producing those chicken cube trailers. I think there's one more coming up on the right side now here. So it's really thing in the region. So you saw it on the way here, yeah, that is on the right side. See the trailer there, all the chickens around it. Can't quite see if you can see it. But yeah, on the left side. Yeah. It's like probably nice-ish for the chickens, huh? I would say. I'm not sure if they have problems with I think there are not so many big predators in Germany. Sure, we have Milan. What's the name in English? Eagle owls and such, but they're only out in the night, and I think a chicken is quite big for them. Like a chick probably, no problem, but a grown-ass chicken, it's probably too big prey for them. I would imagine. Foxes certainly. I'm not sure what they're doing about this, but I guess probably they could go into the trailer, and that's probably fox proof. I would imagine so. Yeah. I think I would imagine they're quite thought through because there's so many of them, especially in our region. Yeah. So. Yeah, but the whole Ukraine thing, it's really like in a bad way. It reminds me of the Winter War, where it certainly played a big role in for example, like giving Germany the impression that the Russian army wasn't as strong as it was on paper. That's certainly something which is happening in the Ukraine as well. But and I think that's something I've been talking or saying for a long time. Russia is not the Soviet Union. It's they didn't lose so much territory overall. It's still the biggest country in the world, but population-wise, it's I think that was 40% of the total population with the split up of the Soviet Union. It's from something like 240 million down to 140 million, around something. If I have the numbers right in my mind, but certainly not. Russia is certainly not the Soviet Union, and I think that's something which Russia has not really accepted, and many people in the West have also not really accepted and understood it. It's the same thing that now if you look at it now and you see what Putin has been doing the last 20-30 years in Russia, it's quite clear that that's very authoritarian and almost fascist what's going on there. And I think it's something we really didn't like to see. We knew it, but we didn't put the dots together. I guess I see this like many people on the political left have been so Russia leaning and with all the the terrible anti-gay stuff and murdering of opposition people in Russia, which has been going on since 2000 or something. It's like it was always like, yeah, okay, this is happening, but we never really connected the dots, and I think like yeah, it's like the big left party in Germany. There's still people who are like Russia leaning, because like that country used to be communist at some point, but yeah, this is really more closer to Germany in 1939 than to any other country. And I watched like a thing about autocrats and dictatorial systems, and it's very much reminiscent of Idi Amin's attack on, like it was Uganda on, but it was almost the same story. Like send your army out to oppress your neighbor. That was one of the stories I wasn't so aware of, but like a very similar story overall. Like the big strong army which never had to prove anything, because they always were only fighting civilians, moved out against the real enemy and failed totally on all points. That's certainly something happening in the Ukraine at this moment. And yeah, and yeah, I'm shocked with myself, because I never was I never was really liking Putin, but I never really was opposed to him as much as I'm now. I never sorry, never saw him as much as an autocrat and dictator as he really is. Yeah, I was also influenced by the propaganda, I guess. Like the whole in Germany, yeah, was like our Chancellor Gerhard Schröder, which he was the Chancellor when I joined the army and such. He was a big friend of Putin and was like, oh yeah, he's a Democrat and he's doing everything right and such. And I guess I bought into that a little bit, but not. Or it was like the impression was always that Russia would probably be worse off without him. Or the question was, is there anybody else who can replace him? But like I already was quite critical of that, or of that move where he like when he finished the second term, he put his buddy Medvedev, however it's called, in as president and became prime minister for like 4 years. That was like really strange move. Like for me, that always felt like that was the point when it went downhill. But I think that it went downhill right from the start. Now, if you look more closely into it and get more information, that's like there was the attack on those buildings in Moscow where they killed a couple of civilians, like the justification for the Second Chechen War, and like it was always very heavily speculated that Putin with his FSB and ex-KGB connections could be behind that. And for me, it wasn't. It was like, yeah, okay, I knew it. I knew that there was a connection, but it was like not really clear now with the whole Ukraine stuff. It seems much more likable or much more realistic than it used to for me. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get a new cat. It's a little bit like that thing where when you, yeah, like the assessment if you are like a terrorist or a freedom fighter and hero of the people is mostly dependent on who won in the end. Like it's something I said right when the war was starting. It was like, or even like that's why it started when the Russian failings became clear, which was quite early. was this thing where I said that Putin had he just instead of starting a terrible war, had he resigned or given over the reins to somebody competent or halfway competent, he would have probably been in the books for one of the big Russian leaders of the history. Yeah, quite a bad play for him and Russia in the end. What happens then? So, yeah.
Ich dachte, du hast die Katze.
So, there's Süß, the new cat, and yeah, long travel ahead. Well, it seems quite content so far. Well, let's hope he enjoys our home. I never knew that pineapple actually grows underground. We're here at the tropical, like a tropical greenhouse from the agricultural department of the university. And we haven't been here since before Corona sometime. So almost probably 3 years, I guess, almost. Kids can't remember anything. They have like bananas, and other tropical exotic plants. That's quite hot in here. Yeah, and I think it was possible to visit during Corona, but only with like pre-registration and stuff. Not a little bit more relaxed coffee. Yeah. But it's like yeah, they're like, I think they have like agriculture and ecological agriculture, and it's like part of the department of the university. Oh, I think those bees probably escaped. This is as much fun as the anthills. I think that tree won't support that hive there. Probably too much weight. So, just put a new battery into the motorhome and stored it away here so that we can clean up the yard and sit in the sun or whatever. Yeah. So yeah. It really grounds the battery quite fast, and like last time I could revive it with my charging tool, but this time it was too long. It was too deeply discharged, and our charger couldn't save the battery, so got a new one. And yeah, drove. It's driving. We'd like do the classic car registration in the summer. Shortest thing. Yeah, that will be some additional costs. So guys, meet Zeus. And yeah, here's Jabba the cat, or Chubby. Yeah. So actually it's a really nice cat, and a little bit they gave him like had him free feeding, which is not so good, as you can see. They just generally didn't have much time, and also they didn't cut his claws, so that's something I'm trying to do. But yeah, he already like arrived, but he has his room here now at the moment, and later on we will unite the both cats, but I guess we will need I guess end of this week, maybe. Like the first eye contact. They're very similar in character, very nice, both of them. He's a little bit more playful, probably due to him being nurtured or castrated or whatever. Yeah, but I really need to get those claws. You can see them. They are quite big. But that's more dangerous for him and for the other cat. So it's a great switcheroo where James is exploring the space of the other cat, of our new Sue's new cat. So I like getting to know each other by smell, while Zeus can explore the house. It's quite interesting, yeah. Smelly smell. So we installed the final cat door so they can have visual contact now. Let's see how that works.
Alles gut, James. Essen. Hey.
Papa, da geht mal aus dem Portemonnaie holen, bitte.
Was?
Das sind die Schlüssel von.
New bakery in town. That's quite nice fencing. So since we passed by this post, the price has changed like 3 times in 5 minutes. Really crazy. Like per liter, diesel, and 5. Yeah. Really interesting how rapidly they're changing, but they're going below 2 euros now, so it's not the whole inflation thing. It's like a huge bump up, but it's not rising anymore now, so I guess it's not as bad as everybody's making it out. New cat placing. So I have to up the difficulty a little bit. Yeah, very good. Ja, the upper floor. There's some more. Yeah. It's over. Oh, I got it on video. Yeah, that's so super cute when he. Did you see it when he grabbed? He actually grabbed the fodder, the thing, instead of throwing it downwards. Something I've only seen with him so far. Yeah, we go to the lower levels there. That seems to be the problem. Yeah, so far I'm not really at the point to leave them alone in a room. But like they're not attacking each other, like not marking their territories or such. Like okay, they're doing a little bit like with the head there, but yeah, like I think maybe next week or maybe in 2 weeks sometimes or something they can actually cuddle together. So far that's quite good progress, I think. Like when they go, or when you force them to each close by each other, then there's a little bit of hissing. Or had been last time, like yesterday, but well, each.